Okay, I want you to watch this. Watch how he dances around the truth, but he gives it away if you know what you're looking at. Listen.
They are using divide and conquer clearly to control. Don't we need to point out that the left is promoting racism and division and then not go join our own racial groups to play into their game, but transcend it and try to come together? Because they're in a race to balkanize us. That's what the elite wants.
So they're in a race to vulcanize us. Now that's going to be important when we start talking about this word right here. And I'll show you. Who is Vulcan? Well, it ain't that fuck from Star Trek. Listen, let's look. Okay, use the word vulcanize. Comes from the word Vulcan. Vulcan. You're thinking of this dude over here. But who is Vulcan? He's the god of fire and metals. There he is. Right there. Who else is the god of fire and metals? The Carthaginian, Libyan, and Greek Dionysus is the same fire god Saturn. Okay? They can slice and dice this bullshit any way they want to. He's the Babylonian sun god Bel. Okay? So here's this little creep. I never liked this bitch from fucking Hollywood. Here's Obama doing the same thing. This is the Jewish benediction. You know how the Catholic priests make the sign of the fucking cross? They do that. So don't give me this bullshit. Now I'm going to show you where Leonard Nimoy is laughing because people don't get what he's saying. Now watch how this fucker lies.
On to each other, we bow to each other, we salute each other. What do Vulcans do? So I suggested this.
Well, of course you did, because you're a fucking Jew bastard. That's why.
He said, okay. And that's how we did it as a greeting, a Vulcan greeting.
Yeah, right. You came up with that for Star Trek, right? Even though the Jews have been doing it for how long?
And boy, that just took off through the culture. It was amazing.
It's so full of shit that was around for thousands of years before that.
Amazing. Within days after it was on the air, I was getting on the street. People doing this to me, waving to me in this Vulcan gesture. That's interesting. And it's been that way to this day. It's almost 50 years later. People are still doing it.
Really? Are you sure? Because they were doing it thousands of years. You lying piece of shit.
It just touched the magic chord. Most people, to this day, still don't know what it's all about. People don't realize they're blessing each other with this.
Yeah, they're blessing each other. Watch how he laughs.
What it's all about. People don't realize they're blessing each other with this.
Yeah, good for you, you dickweed.
For power groups, they are using divide and conquer clearly to control. Don't we need to point out that the left is promoting racism and division and then not go join our own racial groups to play into their game, but transcend it and try to come together? Because they're in a race to balkanize us.
Dude, why don't you just say the Jews? I just proved it's them through the very words that you're using. The very master that you serve. You piece of dog shit.